Hopefully the sound will work okay with this mask and the traffic. We're going to go check out Molo Plaza and do some grocery shopping. And y'all don't want to look at me, so let's look at the big animals. There's our wolf's head, and there's our lion. And I still think this would be a fun place to rent. It's empty. I could put in a bar, but there's no parking. I have been told forever here that boxed milk does not make cheese. Now, I don't like boxed milk, but it's all we really have. S&R sometimes has fresh milk, not always. It spoils very quickly. And it's half a gallon for $6. I don't miss milk that much. However, I do want to make some curds or ricotta. I found some ricotta at the store one time in 9 years. And I didn't realize when I bought it, it was a spreadable ricotta. It made a weird lasagna. You can make your own. It's very easy. You do curds and whey. You know, boil milk, throw in some lemon juice or citric acid, and it separates. Strain it apart, you know. But everyone says, all the cooking sites, all the people I've talked to said boxed milk, that UHT, the high temp, does not work. Something in the processing destroys the milk proteins, I don't know what. And I've just always believed it because that's what everyone has said. Finally, I looked on one cooking site and only had to hear it once to give it a try. They said the hard cheeses, like fermented, like, you know, if you're doing cheddar or any of the harder cheeses, aged cheese, does not work. They said cottage cheese, ricotta, curds, and whey work. So I bought some milk and I made some curds this morning, and I'm so happy. Now I have to go buy potato. I'm having aloo gobi paneer for lunch because I have some cauliflower in the freezer. I've said before, grocery shopping is a treasure hunt. Oh, the river is empty because it is noon, straight up noon, and it's freaking hot. Ain't nobody walking but stupid foreigners. Anyway, as I was saying, grocery shopping is a treasure hunt. I found some cheesecloth about a year ago. I've never needed cheesecloth here, used it all the time in the US, but I saw it. I'd never seen it before here, so I bought it. And I use a small piece of it, like if I'm boiling the chicken innards, you know, when I'm making stock, or for my aromatic sachet, I'll wrap up in a piece of cheesecloth. But pretty much I haven't used it. Well, I heard that boxed milk makes curds, so I used my cheesecloth, and 1 liter of milk made 100 grams of cheese. I am shocked that it made that much. That's the same amount you get pretty much out of actual milk. So next time I will use 3 or 4 liters, because I used to do at least a gallon at a time. They finished the work over here at the plaza. I have seen pictures. I have not actually been here, so we want to go look at it, see how it's doing. I will be here at Medical City one day next week for an operation, small procedure on my back. It will be fun. Oh boy. The doctor confused me. She said we'll do the operation at 7:30 in the morning. I will be the first patient to use the operating room for the day, so it will be cleaner. And I'm like, wait, what? Do you not clean it between patients? Does she mean like less chance of COVID, like COVID cleaner, or just basic cleaner. I don't know. That was a weird thing she said. She also said because of COVID, they'll be using single table, not double table. And again, I'm thinking, wait, what? Would you use two people in two operations at once or something? What the hell? I don't know what she was talking about. Should have questioned her, but I didn't want to get into it. The English was already complicated enough. But I've got a little cyst on my back. It's not a big deal. It's sebaceous. Had it for 20 years. Had it drained about 15 years ago. The doctor just cuts it open and drains it. And she's like, well, we could do that, but it will just come back. And I said, it's been 15 years. I'll be dead before I need it done again. You know, doctors have no sense of humor. So she wants to actually excise it. We're gonna go have her cut the whole thing out and put a couple stitches in my back to close it up. And no big deal. Total cost, she said, is going to be between 10,000 and 15,000 pesos. So we're looking at between 200 and 300 for an operating room, the doctor, everything. I mean, that's crazy cheap. So we'll get it done. These trees are going to break these wires, man. One of the reasons we have brownouts around here. They're not too bad here, but they need to do something about these trees.
The video did get kind of long, so I'm going to speed up for a couple of minutes here for 30 seconds. There is a cute girl in here somewhere if you can pause it at the right time, but good luck with that. And it should be fine as long as I don't get distracted by the jeepneys. They've changed all our jeepney routes and we have issues. Let's see what happens. Don't get distracted by the jeepneys. Oh, he got distracted.
Oh yeah, they've changed all the jeepneys now. They put route numbers and changed their routes. And our Oton jeepney is not allowed in the city at all now. People are stranded everywhere, man. This street, they're trying to clear up the traffic, so there's only 2 jeepney routes that come down this street. And there's way more people than there are jeepneys. But people here are resilient. They will figure it out. They'll make it work. Right now, because they just started it less than a week ago, it is a mess. Here we are. The plaza. It's been fenced off for a long time for renovation. They're renovating all the plazas. I'm started a video on plazas, but I doubt I'm going to get enough video of the different plazas to make a plaza video, which was my intention.
Yeah, we're not doing a plaza video. This is Plaza Libertad. It's the only other plaza that I videoed, and here it is. There's not going to be, I was going to go around and get like all the plazas because they're renovating most of them, if not all of them, and that's honestly not going to happen. This one's really nice. This used to be a street in front of City Hall, and they turned it into a paved area, and they use it for Zumba and whatnot. I don't know what kind of whatnot. All I've ever seen is Zumba. The landscaping is ongoing, but the plaza is basically finished and open and very nice.
Let me see if I can get across here before the light changes. Oh, he's flashing. That means run. Run, Forrest, run. This is as close to running as you get. I'm tired. Anyway, let's see what we got. They just did the turnover yesterday. And there's a new fountain, and automatically kids were swimming in the fountain. There were pictures last night. I don't think that was the intention, but I don't think anyone would be surprised. New benches. All these benches were all broken up. They're still doing some work but mostly it looks done. They've put in some raised flower beds. Uh-oh. It's blocked. Apparently I'm not supposed to be on this side. Excuse me while I turn around. This isn't blocked here. Anyway, we'll go up the other way and then go in. Oh, people are going around the barricade. I guess I could have done that too. Whatever, I'm easy. So they've raised some, a couple of these were already raised, but there's some big areas over here they raised I want to look at. I want to look at the fountain, and I want to look at the gazebo. They did a bunch of work on that. They're just cement statues. They're not like carved stone like they should be. And so they come apart in the weather really bad, but they've done a lot of repair on them apparently.
This is a little bit of Molo Plaza during the renovation. I'm tall enough to see over their fencing and see the work. Melanie's jumping up and down trying to see it, which amuses me greatly. And the fence is not visible because the election was coming very soon. It has already passed, and all the signage has been taken down. They're getting ready to open, so it's looking almost finished. This is about a week before it opens. Now, back to the future.
Right here by the Molo Mansion, which I've done videos on that. It's very cool, and there's food kiosk out in front of it. And there we go. Yeah, you can see this section they've raised. Not sure why, but they have raised it. They've cleaned up the gazebo quite a bit. I don't know if they repaired the statues so much as just cleaned and repainted. We'll find out here in a second. Try and see anyway. Because some of them, their noses and stuff, their faces were washing off. So yeah, it looks like they actually repaired them. That's nice. These are a bunch of Greek goddesses, and inside all the columns of this church have female saints. So this is known as like the feminist church. They have a name for it. I don't really know what it is, and I'm okay with that. Oh, they drained the fountain. That's what happens. Kids were swimming in it yesterday, so I guess they drained it. They got to figure something out. Of course kids are swimming in it. What do you think's gonna happen? That should surprise no one. Yes, this is raised, that's new, and the Molo Plaza sign that I have to get a picture of.
I think we have a new postcard for Iloilo, or at least for Molo. That's nice.
This was another gazebo, and it is not now. It got a raised platform and a statue that was not here before, and the fountain, it's deep enough to drown in. Yeah, they're gonna have to do something to keep the kids out of that. They did the official turnover yesterday, and as soon as the officials left, this filled up with kids swimming, which, as I said, should surprise no one, although it was not part of the plan. She's holding wires of some kind. Maybe they're going to give her a light. I do not know, and there's not a plaque, so I do not know who it is. That will come later. Playgrounds have been here for a little while. They're nice. Oh, they added a section. They added more playground. Oh, there's the other gazebo. Excuse me, that gazebo is still here. This was just added. My mistake. I haven't looked at this place yet. This is my first time here. And they got these different trellises that I suppose are going to put vines or flowers growing on them to provide shade. We've been places that have that and that did a good job, and they're really nice. Hopefully they will do a good job on it here. This plaza gets very busy and gets abused terribly, so it's constantly needing maintenance. Because you got like a jeepney hub, you got a bunch of schools. It's just, this is a busy, busy plaza. from right there, that looks all right. This plaza has always been one of my favorites just because it's always crowded and there's always stuff going on. Now usually when the fiesta comes through here, it's to put up the shops and everything, and they stay for like 2 or 3 months. They used to block a whole lane of traffic, but they stopped that, so all this would fill up with shops. But when they were gone, all the grass was dead, most of the benches were broken, when they would just tear it up every year during fiesta. Now with them spending all this money and putting in all this other stuff, I'm not sure where the fiesta is going to go. This will be interesting. And this whole area bricked is an addition. They had more sidewalks and grass, so they've kind of got a bigger open area here. They did this at Plaza Libertad also, so out in front of City Hall, there's a big open area. It used to be a street. This still has the street, but at City Hall they took out the street and part of the grass and put in a big brick plaza, which is where they do Zumba. Probably other things, but I've seen them doing Zumba. We do have an Andox chicken now. That's new. I like them, but I don't probably need to eat fried chicken all that often. Nice playground. The swings over here are new, the seesaws are new. This section here with the seesaws, the tubes, and the climbing thing has been here for a while. That whole section back in the back part is new. And I'm saying I'm hopeful they're going to put a bunch of vines and stuff on this to make it shady. I've been places that do that, and they've got like hanging, flowering vines, and it's really pretty. Yes, I thought this was turned into that, and it was not. This was all just kind of open, grassy area with some sidewalks, and actually I kind of like it now. The pavement area gives them something to do. It looks like it's still construction-ish. I could probably get through there, but I'm not going to try. We're going to the grocery store. That was the goal here. I'm just filming for fun while I'm walking. Plaza's not very busy. It is a Saturday, but it is, like I said, well, now it's 12:30, so it is really, really hot. There are some possibly TikToks going on over there. They're dancing in front of their camera. You will see that everywhere here, especially over by the river. So they're dancing in front of the gazebo. The police station is right here, so if they really want to stop the kids from swimming, I guess they could position a cop out here all the time to stop it. That would be a hassle, so they probably will not do that. Bicycle racks, they've added these all over the city. They're trying to be bicycle friendly, and for the most part they're doing okay, but the drivers just need more training. We're just across the street from the grocery store. Last look at the brand new plaza. This is a big plaza. I've always liked this one. There's a couple that are bigger and more open, but it's always got something going on. This is always been my favorite plaza. We lived in Manchuria, and they have the worst, smallest, really ragged out plaza. I don't think renovating that one's going to help because it's so small. They just didn't save any space for it. Oton has a very nice plaza, but it is not actually part of the city. People like Andox. It's new. It just opened recently. We had one before, but it turned into Chowking. Try not to get run over here. There's a little snack stand here that I have never been to. I probably should, but I generally just go to the Quick Mart or 7-Eleven, buy a Coke, and go sit down in the plaza to drink it. I've never actually been to that little cafe. And now we are at GT Mall, and we are done. I'm probably going to close this up for the moment, and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into at the grocery store. But my excitement for today is the paneer curds did work. I have cauliflower that I found on one of my other shopping trips, so I blanched it and froze it. And I will be buying potatoes so I can have aloo gobi paneer for lunch. Woohoo! And for a Saturday, there's not much traffic.
Aloo gobi paneer with rice and dal. Life is good. Enjoy your day in paradise.